If you are just tuning in, you are welcome back to the show, and we have reached the exclusive part of Fashion 360. And our guest on the show today is the editor-in-chief of one of Nigeria's leading fashion magazine, and his name is Godson Ukegbu. I got that right.
You tried.
I got that right.
Yeah.
I got that right.
Almost there.
What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Fashion 360. Of course, you met Muna.
Yeah.
Looking really
Hello.
nice in orange. That's what that color is, right?
Yeah, well, yes, it's burnt orange.
Burnt.
It makes my phonetics come out differently.
Who will burn an orange?
You never know. It tastes better actually when you burn it.
You tried it? Mm-hmm. Like over the fire stuff?
Yeah, just,
Okay,
grill.
fantastic. It's not about you or me, it's about him, Godson. So
This is
first of
what
all,
he
tell
does
us,
every
as
time.
editor-in-chief, what exactly is your job description in Mania magazine?
Okay, first of all, the job entails you creating content and making it tasteful. Tasteful with a theme, and also organizing the various levels of content, creativity, art direction, writing, editorials, and form a single story every single time. I was gonna tell her that you understand what I do. Imagine watching an award show.
Okay.
From beginning to the end.
Right.
Someone thought about who will come in first, who will be the MC.
Do they plan people who come in first?
Yes, I think they
Like
do.
on the red carpet, maybe?
No, the
for
show
the
itself.
show
Who goes on the
itself.
podium and all that?
The show
Okay,
itself.
okay.
Imagine someone sitting behind and thinking of who's going to be the host,
Right.
who's going to be, not taking the awards now.
Okay.
Who's going to perform this and why that song,
Right.
and why this color, why this skin. That's what I do.
That
so
is-
like producing an idea
That is amazing.
with different levels
Elements,
of expertise,
yeah.
talents, and all. So,
When you put it that way,
sound-
it makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
And it makes you sound pretty sophisticated.
Of course it's sophisticated. What do you
Nice,
mean?
nice.
Look, if you have the title editor-in-chief,
I mean, it's a very
think,
good title.
Yeah, just think William minutes later,
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like it. I like that was from that Ugly Betty.
Ugly
right?
Betty,
Yeah,
right,
that's pretty
right.
good. Okay, so moving on, talking about magazines. This is the era of the internet, the era of social media, and the era where everything has just gone digital. Why do you people rather think it's still important to like put out magazines? Because I mean, everything is accessible on the internet,
on the
at just a
internet
click.
now, yeah.
Okay, there's a thing about print. There's a thing about fast.
Hard copy.
Fast. Two things. There's print. There's fast news. Yeah, fast news you can't archive. You can't curate and document. But magazines you can. How do you call up? For example,
Wow.
You can still archive
You
online.
can, yeah, you can. I was going to say that.
I'm going somewhere.
I got the curious
Okay.
part, though.
I'm
We're
going somewhere.
listening. All right.
For example, people come to us after every year end, and say they want to get all done in the year from abroad actually. And theirs is they use the magazine as a reference point for what happened in the country for that particular year.
Right.
Now, it's not told with a rhythm online. It's told as flash.
Okay.
But in a magazine, it is storytelling done to a theme.
Well, I beg to differ though, because
That is amazing.
What do you
I
think,
actually think it's fascinating.
You do?
Yeah.
Storytelling.
because I mean, people archive stuff. That's why you have all the clouds and all the storage systems.
Yeah, but then what
online.
happens?
No.
Yeah.
You're archiving images. You're not
Right.
archiving people, stories,
Right.
events on one platform. Why do people buy newspaper and keep it in their homes? Why do you?
So
why would you have?
You
can
could
spread
save.
it.
You could save a
spread
story
it.
online.
You can bookmark things online.
Yes, you can.
But it's not in a body of work. It's not a body of work or expressed to a theme.
Sequentially.
Yes.
You know
It's
what?
not.
Right.
I think this is an argument that can go on for so long.
I'm actually interested in knowing more, but let's
Okay.
go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
not go on the kids.
Yeah, let's
put this on the table.
Okay.
Every fashion magazine
Right.
has editions and themes. They theme each edition based on the environment they're working on.
Right.
What are the ups and the downs that environment every year? Then they create this month is for this shape issue, travel issue, that issue. Now you want to know how Nigerians perceive the world around them
Right.
in this year. Open our travel issue for this year.
Right. But it's
You can get a picture of Zanzibar online. You can get this online. You can see, but you can't get a copious view of travel edition around the world through one platform, except on a print.
That is true.
Well said.
So hence a theme guides a good magazine. Hence you buy the magazine as a piece to curate and document time.
Right.
Okay.
As a collector's item.
You buy magazines to curate the time. I know about America from magazines I read from magazines
about
I read.
America,
I know about
right.
the UK about Esquire and the rest.
Right.
Because I can see how they're creating their identity.
You
things
can
are popping
smell
around
the
them.
paper.
You could- not- paper is even a piece of nostalgia.
Right.
It just feels good.
Yeah, it
I'm
feels
saying,
good. Mm-hmm,
what is the purpose of magazine in the first place? So that purpose now defines its longevity, or how soon it will die or not die.
Hmm.
Matter how things show up and come up, magazines will always be alive.
Right.
Well,
sorry.
I know about
That's amazing.
Wikipedia. I want to learn about things, but that's okay.
You're learning
That's okay.
one thing.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to argue anymore.
Look,
We'll go on a short break. We'll have to
Yeah.
ask one question
Okay.
before we go. I mean,
Okay.
since you're the editor-in-chief, you get to take on different roles. I mean, you decide what is going to content, you decide people you're going to use, and let's talk about the
Not
cover.
use. Gonna
Not
feature.
use, okay, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Wrong word, feature.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the cover for a bit. So how do you people go about choosing people who appear in the front covers? Do you pick people that are just trending, maybe the biggest celebrity at the moment, or do you have like some specifications that you look for when you pick people
I'll explain.
to feature on the cover?
I'll explain. Like I said before, every good magazine is themed.
Okay.
Themed on.
Okay, let me give you a theme now, real quick. Let me give you a theme. Social media savvy and funny.
Okay.
Who would you pick? Which person would you pick to
social media savvy and
depict
funny.
that's, what I just said?
You're smart.
Thank you, baby.
You are.
I like to hear it. Say
Yeah.
it. Say it again.
You smart.
Names come to mind.
Okay. You can say it out.
Name comes to mind. There is the
Don't
likes-
say the obvious.
I won't say the obvious.
Don't say the
Okay.
obvious.
I'll say Legacy Emezi.
Yeah,
Okay.
Messi is good. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call her name. But even that is just calling names first of all. That's the
Right.
first stage of it. Okay, I'll call her name. I'll call, who will I call again? I'll call bloggers right now, beauty and stuff. I'll call Izine Alpha,
Okay.
beauty in Lagos and stuff, for beauty blogging and stuff, and Savvy. I'll call other names. Now,
Right.
based on those things that I've called right now, they have backstories to themselves
Right.
before they start doing what they're doing. And that will now determine the angle at which I'm going to put them in the magazine.
Okay.
Look, we can stay here and dissect this. I really want to know more about how this is done.
Before we go, who are you going to pick? Social media savvy and funny.
I'll pick myself, but you know what? Let's go on a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still Fashion 360 and we are on the exclusive segment and we have got Mr. Ukegbu. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, yes, I needed
So
to
did I,
work
by
for
the
that. No, you didn't. So it's my time to talk now. Mr. Flick, please, you can just keep quiet.
I'm zipping.
All right. So now that you have actually mentioned and told us exactly how the creative process works to creating like a fashion magazine like the one that you are on, I think is actually amazing because people don't know that.
Yeah.
And people don't know the work that goes on behind the scenes. And we're talking, while the cameras were off, we're talking about how a lot of people think it kind of just looks like The Devil Wears Prada and Ugly Betty and all these fashion things we see on TV. But it's not quite like that. So what is it like, really?
It's like a test of honesty.
Test of
Like
honesty.
it's like a test
I
of.
think you wrote that down.
That is so deep.
Yeah, I didn't write
Like
it
a
down.
test of honesty.
It's like a test of honesty.
Okay.
It tests. What you do actually is you're a culture engineer. If you're an editor-in-chief of a magazine, you're trying to dissect culture, understand what makes us behave the way we behave, and why at that time we're singing what we're singing or that's what we're dancing to. A fashion magazine documents popular culture.
Right.
A lifestyle magazine documents everyday things.
Right.
I will explain.
Okay.
A lifestyle magazine handles microeconomics, like the micro things, the home, the marriage, sex, who to marry, why is. But
Right.
the fashion magazine handles macroeconomics, handles things as what you call inflation
Right.
and things happening in society on a bigger scale.
Okay, but you beautify
But
it.
now you now use the element of creativity
Okay.
to now share those things subtly to people.
Uh-huh.
So if you're hot right now in music,
Right.
I'll use you for a shoot in a magazine.
Okay.
Because your sound resonates across board.
Right. Okay.
watch the tone of other magazines abroad as well too. Your resonance across board becomes attractive for a fashion magazine.
So you wouldn't put a popular person on your magazine because you want to drive ratings.
No.
You would do it because
you are affecting the way we see ourselves now.
Right.
There's a way we see ourselves now that you are a major factor in it.
Right, but then you would paint the person through your eyes?
Of course.
Okay.
It's like every cover of the magazine is a portrait of that person where they are at the time I met them.
Okay.
So I fashioned the ideas, the direction of the cover, along with how I see the person's work, or where they are right now in their journey as professional, as a trainer or something like that.
Right.
That becomes my angle.
That is amazing. Now I know that from everything you said, you are quite creative.
But I'm trying.
Super creative. So in order for you to be in such a magazine and work with the likes of Kelechi Amadiobi, you have got to have some type of genius creativity with you. I have checked out your Instagram page, not that I'm stalking you or anything.
Okay.
All right. I've seen your picture. You actually are an amazing photographer.
Thank you very much.
That's right. Hey, don't be modest.
Can I open my mouth?
No, don't talk. My friend, you just...
Go away, John. I'm going to talk. I'm going
Okay,
to talk.
say one word. Word.
Word. I'm just kidding. So we picked out 2 picks so you
Right.
can explain, what they represent to you. The first one is that of a popular presenter, Ehiz.
Oh.
Yeah, where he had his hands.
With the hair.
Yeah, dreads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what was your vision for that portrait exactly?
Okay, interesting. He's Ukegbu. I had to call his name fully because it's not
Say
just
okay.
Ukegbu.
You could just call him Okay.
That's his name because I like to call people by their full name because it tells
Right.
their roots and where they're coming from.
Yeah.
So
You're a deep person.
Ehis comes across as playful on the exterior.
Outside.
On the exterior. When you have one-on-one with him, you see his mind. You see where he's coming from. So when you see him in the picture and doing this way, and coming out of that, it's like you see the dreads. There's a man behind the dreads. So if you can look into my eyes closely, that's why the lights on his eyes to bring it into him. Right. So the more you look at him, the more you're like, why is he trying to post something? That becomes like a poke at you, like, hey, not all dreads are fun and funny. Right. I'm also a serious person.
Well, now what did you see when you look at that picture?
I was actually very...
Probably were just interested in the hair.
No, not that. What do you mean? No. When I looked at the picture, I am actually fascinated by pictures that are out of the ordinary, but then they are quite simple. Right, because a lot of people do the stereotypical in studio shot, front, side, back to back profile shot, something like that. But then this was simple and yet there was a message. I'll
explain to you what a picture is. You don't take pictures.
Right.
As a professional, you make images.
Preach. You just dropping some Hiroshima bomb. Right.
No, I'm going somewhere. And when you make a portrait, it's not a picture of somebody. It's an image about somebody.
My chest.
You're thinking
image
about somebody. That's what we call a portrait. So when you say you do portraiture, you're like, where is this person and how what's their vibe, their energy level? Right. How are you capturing with the lens, which is like a primary tool of recording, in place of writing about the person. So you have a camera to document that person. Right. So where did you see them? Because I have to have a talk with you and know where your mind is. Where is it? Then I'll pose you accordingly. Then it becomes an exchange between the two of us. So what you give me, I document. What I document, I show people.
Okay, thank you for coming through.
Thank you so much.
I noticed that throughout the show, you were basically looking at Muna more than myself, but that's okay. That's okay.
I really don't even know why this is an issue.
I work to the
I have that effect on everyone.
Even when I ask a question, it's like, it's terrible, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's take a little break.
Thank you.
When we come back, we still got myself and Muna with more trending topics from the world of fashion and lifestyle. Do not go anywhere. This is Fashion 360.